I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not watch preseason football. If I do, it is rare. But tonight was a very anticipated night as Shedeur Sanders got the start in tonight's Browns preseason opener. And I was impressed with what I saw out of Shedeur Sanders tonight. His final stat line on the night, 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdown passes. He also had 4 carries for 19 yards. As the Browns won this game 30-10 over the Panthers, but it is preseason and the scores don't matter in preseason. It's all about proving yourself, try to make a roster spot. And with the amount of quarterbacks the Browns have on their roster, Deshaun Watson, he is on the PUP list, however. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, also dealing with an injury right now. Shedeur Sanders, and they signed Tyler Huntley this week. And I know it's only one game, and he played a half and, if I remember correctly, a series in this game. But Shedeur Sanders, without a doubt, I think at the very least, should be QB3 on this Browns roster, as I don't see Deshaun Watson taking a snap for the Browns this season. Tyler Huntley, I think, was just brought in for the sole purpose of being on the practice squad. I'm going to anticipate Joe Flacco starts at quarterback for the Browns, which it's a great opportunity for Shedeur Sanders to learn the NFL game more. And in the month of December, probably, if the Browns are completely out of playoff contention, maybe they'll start Shedeur Sanders for the final few games this season to see what he has against other starting lineups defensively. And I am aware the Panthers did play starters on defense tonight, but preseason, a lot of starters, they're pretty laxed and not really trying to do too much. They're just happy to be back out on the field, even just for a little bit. But what stuck out to me about Shedeur Sanders tonight, his first touchdown pass. A pass that it was a pretty small window. And there was a lot of criticism on social media after this touchdown saying, well, he only got there because of a turnover. And what I say is the point of football is to take advantage of turnovers, and that is what Shedeur Sanders and the Browns did on that possession. I was also impressed with how he was able to extend some plays, as he was able to avoid harassment by the Panthers defense. There was about 3 plays where I felt like Shedeur Sanders, where it looked like he was going to be sacked, but he was able to avoid it, avoid that harassment, extend the play. And there was also 2 running plays he had where he got close to moving the chains or he moved the chains. One of them, he completely moved the chains, and the other got within a yard. There was one pass where he did overthrow Dylan Sampson, but no doubt he's going to improve on that. And if he was in mid-season form and had more experience with the first team or even the second team, he does make that throw. I do get that it is a preseason game, and you shouldn't necessarily think too much about the preseason, but overall, Shedeur Sanders, he had an impressive NFL preseason debut. We will see what happens with Shedeur Sanders throughout the rest of preseason. How many more reps is he going to get? But before I conclude the video, I do want to point out the Browns' next preseason game is next Saturday, the 16th, then the third and final one, Saturday, August 23rd. And that is all I have. Comment your thoughts on Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut performance. Well, preseason debut. Even though it's a preseason game, I was impressed with what he had. Until next time, have a good one.